It is. Literally just had a poo fest here lately, and I need to pull you out and clean your enclosure, just mostly for my looks. Um, we're going to take you out, and if you've noticed how gently I'm doing this, this would be
Mhm.
something I'd recommend most people to do with gloves. But these are a level one urticating hairs. If you can't remember uh, what that means, definitely go check out our last podcast. Kat does an amazing job of talking about that. So I'm going to tap a little bit, tap a little bit. How are we doing there, buddies? We're not really thrilled. You got carried down the stairs. You're not happy about it. I understand.
Slow moving is good.
Mm-hmm. We're not super stressed out. We haven't kicked at me yet. This
It's
one actually
coming.
likes to kick quite a bit. So if you've noticed, I'm easing into this. I'm not just reaching down there, and I'm watching this abdomen right here. See how that abdomen's coming up in the air?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to back off a little bit because that
Yep.
abdomen rises. It's telling me that it might think about kicking. Well, if it's thinking about kicking, it means it's not as happy. When
Yeah.
I got in there, it was a little kind of curled up, which tells me that it wasn't super thrilled, but it wasn't pulled in super tight either. And each individual tarantula will have slightly different body language as to what their stress levels are too, even within a species I've noticed. So I like to try to move a little bit sideways. I've noticed that if you push them from the back or push them from the front, that tends to get more of a negative reaction.
Yep.
Sideways is I've kind of found to be a little more neutral.
Yeah.
So, um, and
I,
I'm able
I
to
like
sit
to
here and
tap the tarsals, the tip of their toes, the back legs, the
mhm,
tip of their back toes.
right here.
Yep.
So right now, I would feel fairly confident. Number one, it's an Arizona blonde. They are normally, and do not take this as gospel, but or law, but they are probably one of next to maybe Brazilian black, one of the least likely to bite tarantulas out there. That does not mean you are not going to get bit. It's just these are the least likely.
Mm-hmm.
I feel fairly confident in here that if I wanted to put my hand down and allow them to crawl up my hand, it would be all right. And
Quote,
generally, go ahead.
quote, docile, quote,
Yeah,
quotation.
very much so. How's the picture of this? I like this webcam way better. We're gonna we're gonna kick up the light just a touch here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so at this point, now this is where on most things I don't have great feeling in my hands from years of construction, so I like to know that I'm being gentle, and
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to sit there and maneuver you, and you're being very cool tonight. Normally, this would be the point where if they're not in the mood, um, that abdomen's not coming up super high like when it does when it wants to kick. So I would actually, with this guy, I put my hand down. I found that I can just kind of gently thumb you over, and then I flatten my hand out.
Mm-hmm.
I like using two hands, but I'm holding a camera here so you can kind of see.
Yep.
This isn't his first rodeo. So by the way, see where my fingers are at in this dirt?
Yep.
I'm going to have urticating hairs on my hands, folks.
Yep.
100%. All right, so this is the point in time we have to make a decision. I have gently tapped and it is doing everything it can to avoid me. So normally I would tell people make a good decision, let it go.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a great moment. Um, this is not necessarily the perfect time. Now
Yeah.
some of that is because I'm making a little cave with my hand. So
Mm.
all right,
Another
we're
thing
gonna.
to note too is that tarantulas don't like the feel of human skin, so they do try to avoid it. That's why we
Mhm.
say tolerate, because they can tolerate it, but they just don't like it. But they can tolerate it. So, yeah, you're doing a great job there.
So right now, what I'm doing is because I don't want him to fall, and acrylic is not the best thing for them to hold on to.
Right.
Acrylic is a great enclosure for us as humans to watch them. We
Mm-hmm.
love acrylic enclosures for us, but they can easily fall. And so this is how I like to handle. This was his choice or her choice. We're not 100% sure yet, but probably her choice get on my hands.
Hmm.
So right now we're going to kind of pause and see which way you want to go. And yes, by the way, for anybody wondering, I can slightly feel some of the urticating hairs in the back of my left hand here. So let's make some good decisions. Now, my other Arizona blonde female likes to be handled a little bit more. I think these are actually two different localities. This one is a little bit different in coloration. I'm actually gonna put you down here. So, and now we can get a nice look. This guy likes to move. It
Talk to
wants
us
to
about the
constantly
feeling,
hunt.
Joe.
What's that?
Talk to us about the feeling, Sean said.
Oh, of the urticating hairs.
Yeah.
Uh, so like I said, I don't have great feeling on the bottoms of my hands here. I don't know how well this is showing how kind of dry and such my hands are. And by the way, at this time of year, when your hands are drier, you're going to feel those urticating hairs in a different way.
Yeah.
When it's humid, I feel like they dig a little deeper. Your skin's a little softer. But when they're dry like this, I feel that it itches a touch more to me. So it's a different feeling for me personally. And everybody, you're going to have a different feeling. Um, it depends on what your skin's like, uh, what your tolerance level for some of this stuff is. I've worked with fiberglass a lot, so I'm very tolerant of this feeling. But I can tell you when you start stepping up into like the LP I got from you, uh,
Yeah.
urticating hairs are on a whole different level there. Um, the Mexican fire legs,
Oof, brachypelma. Oof, the worst.
yeah, uh, I've had a couple of those be very unhappy. And the minute they got out of their little deli cup at a show, they kicked hairs. It was not a fun day. So this guy likes to move. The fun part is when you get really bright LED lights, I don't know how much you can actually see right now. Um, let's see if we can bring you back here. I'm going to rotate my hand down a little bit lower. They actually have really true blonde hairs on them that are
Mm,
actually a little bit iridescent. Um, Somewhat similar to the Cuban blonde we showed on last show, that you couldn't see very well. Come here, I'm gonna turn you around. So this is the
mhm.
point that I like something wide like this. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna put a barrier in front of you. I'm gonna bump backwards just a touch if you're feeling okay. And you're just desensitized apparently.
They're very slow moving tarantulas.
Now, by the way, when I get a reaction a little bit and I try to redirect, I don't continuously push them.
Hmm.
That leads to bad things. So even worse than getting bit, this thing could bolt, jump off the table, and go kersplat, and then I'm
Yep.
sad that the tarantula's dead or it has to be finished being euthanized. So,
Yep.
and you saw how it just jumped really quick. It did
Yep.
not like that movement. So
Hmm.
gentle, soft, and slow movements.
And speaking very low is another good thing because they are very sensitive to vibrations and air movement.
I'm going to do something. So if you can watch, see how it paused? It's
Yep.
unsure why that table moved.
Yep.
So that vibration. Now, I've worked with this exact one a few times, so I know its personality to a certain extent. Um, and the more I work with it, the more I can kind of gauge. Some of my other ones would be gone, and I would be on a manhunt trying to find them.
Yeah.
And when I say gone, I mean, oh God, oh God, oh God, and you'll hear me, quick, cut me to commercial. Oh
Yeah.
God, I'm yelling for my son to come down and help me find it. But
That's
really, at the end of the day, all jokes aside, what I worry about is
yeah.
them hurting themselves. Like right now, it just amazes me they can even crawl up acrylic, but they will slip on it.
Yeah, they will. Because
Another
they are
thing,
terrestrial.
you know, even the arboreals I still worry about. I've watched a couple of mine slide on some glass,
Mm.
not far, but enough to make me less